This one misconception could be costing you some real estate opportunities. So here in Hunterdon County, New Jersey, and actually in a lot of places in New Jersey, we have something called a septic system. This is pretty intuitive to those of us who live out here, but what we get is we get a lot of people moving into the area from more populated areas, and they tell us one thing up front: I do not want a septic system. So keeping this pretty broad for this video, I will say septic systems are not something inherently to be afraid of. There are definitely some things to educate yourself on, but I myself live on a house with a septic system. I've never really had any major issues. Keep in mind, you will not have a sewer bill. So add up all the cost of sewer bills for the 10 to 15 years you're gonna be living in this property, and then tell me what that amount of money is, and then tell me if it might be worth it to have to one day make some repairs to your septic. As far as maintenance, you're gonna have to clean it out every 2 to 3 years, depending on how many people you have in the house. You're looking at about $300 to $500, depending on who you get to do it, and that's pretty much it. There may be a day where you need to do repairs. It comes up a lot when people are selling those homes, and that's where you hear the horror stories. To give you an idea of the extreme, to replace a septic system nowadays on a 4 to 5 bedroom house is probably going to be 45 to 50 grand. But again, you have to deduct the fact that you never paid for a sewer bill. You only paid for cleanouts. And at the end of the day, if you have 3 acres, privacy and everything else, it's kind of a quality of life decision. As far as day-to-day living, there really isn't many differences between a septic system and a sewer system. And just to clarify here, I'm not saying that every time you sell a house with a septic system, you're gonna have to replace the whole thing for 50 grand. I think the most common thing we see is things like distribution box, which is a cement box in the middle. And then your typical repairs are anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. So keep that in mind as well.